Hello and good morning. Today is January 30th, 2026, and you're listening to That's Old News, the daily download making old headlines hot again. I'm your host, Ainsley Harvey, and as always, we're looking at what went down on this day in history, which means we're rewinding it all the way back to 59 BC, where the very first Roman empress, Livia, is born. Arguably one of the most famous women in antiquity, her actions established precedents for empresses, including public building patronage, philanthropy, and wielding immense political power behind the scenes. Jumping forward to this day in 1649, and Charles I, King of England, Scotland, and Ireland, is beheaded for treason by Parliament at 48 years old. The conflict between the king and parliamentarians stemmed from Charles's belief in the divine right of kings and his flat-out refusal to compromise over issues of power, money, and religion. The result was the parliamentarians, led by Oliver Cromwell, defeating the royalist forces, making England a temporary republic, until Charles's son, Charles II, returned to rule. Meanwhile, on this day in 1698, English pirate William Kidd takes his greatest prize, the Indian merchant ship Quedaya. Taking its valuable cargo, including silks and gold, this sealed his fate as a pirate, leading to his eventual capture and execution despite his claims of legality under his letter of marque as a privateer. Wedding bells are ringing in France, for on this day in 1853, French Emperor and President Napoleon III marries Eugénie de Montijo, Countess of Teba. Their union inspired much of the art, jewellery and architecture of the Second Empire, with Empress Eugenie's impressive jewellery collection also inspiring the recent theft at the Louvre, with her famed diamond bow and pearl diadem now lost, and her crown being taken, broken, thrown in a gutter, and currently under restoration. Meanwhile, on this day in 1882, FDR, the 32nd US president, is born in Hyde Park, New York. Prominent in New York society and politics for generations before FDR was even a thought, the Roosevelts became influential landowners, businessmen, and politicians. Jumping forward to this day in 1889, an Archduke Crown Prince Rudolf of Austria, heir to the Austro-Hungarian crown, is found dead with his mistress, Baroness Mary Vertessra. Dying in what appeared to be a suicide pact, the pair's death rocked the very foundations of 20th century Europe, with Rudolf's death leading to a succession crisis which saw Archduke Franz Ferdinand become the new heir, whose death would then go on to start World War I. The incident was also particularly difficult for Rudolf's mother, Empress Sissi, who entered a deep depression, needing travel and distraction to keep from her grief. Speaking of which, today is the day in 1948 that Mahatma Gandhi, Indian independence activist and spiritual leader, is assassinated in New Delhi by Hindu extremists at 78 years old. While walking to his prayer meeting, he was attacked and shot 3 times, becoming a martyr for India's independence and non-violent resistance movement. And lastly, happy birthday to Phil Collins, who was born on this day in 1951. The legendary musician is famed as a member of the rock band Genesis before launching an extremely successful solo career with an estimated 150 million records sold worldwide and numerous awards, including an Oscar. He is one of the world's best-selling artists and, most importantly, at least for me, father of Lily Collins, aka Emily in Paris. And that's old news from this day in history. I'm Ainsley Harvey, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow.